What I'm up to today. I'm fishing down the river with all the moss. Line gets tangled up. The moss fouls the swivels, the lures, it fouls everything. So every time you reel in, nothing's working and it's all green. Well, this is kind of my solution to some of that problem. First off, swivel. Cheap swivel. I use much better ones these normally, but today I'll stick with the cheap one just to make this. Wire. Stainless steel wire. 30 thousandths or 3/100ths of an inch diameter. That's about as much as you would want to work with basic tools, because any stiffer than that gets harder to bend. Well, what I'm going to make is something that's it's an idea I tried up from some other things, like everything else. It keeps your line from getting twisted up, mostly. You started with it. First, you make yourself just a little bitty loop at the end. This is about as much as these poor little things can handle. I've only been using them for about 40 years. Got them when I was in high school. All you gotta do is make a little thing on it. Because what this little thing does is when you're done, you clamp a little split shot on here. This basically keeps it from sliding off the end when you're casting it and everything. After that, you can make this whatever length you want. I like to keep it halfway short. You want to put a egg sinker on it before you put that clamp on it. You can make it a little bit longer, because the egg sinker takes up more room and it's heavier, which is good if you really want to cast long ways or go really deep. Either way. I'm just doing this here because I'm casting small spinners, so I'm keeping it short. Just big enough for a split shot to get on there and keep me from getting all twisted up. Like I said, this is only 3/100ths of an inch, but it's stiff. That's why I say you don't want to go any bigger than that. Basically something about the like of this. You can do whatever you want to it. Up till here, it doesn't really matter. Okay, what we got so far? That with a little loop on the end of it. This has got to go in that hole right there. No, it doesn't. This has got to go in the next one. So far, that's what we got. This is where you hook your swivel from your main line. Then you got a dropper for your sinker, which keeps your line dead straight normally, supposedly. Then this is where your other one's going to hook to. But, gotta cut it a little bit here. Here comes the fun stuff. Ooh, it cut easier than I thought it would. Next, got to build a loop for that. I cut a little long because I'm going to have to bend this thing with my finger. Play with it a little bit. The shorter it is, the harder it is to deal with. A little bit more. Come on, just a little. It's just hard to bend sometimes. There we go. Got it. Now put your swivel on. Now comes the fun part. I gotta twist this around. The shorter it is, the harder it is. like to end up with it pointing towards the back so it doesn't snag every little strand of moss out there. Okay, again, warning, flying wire. Oh, it didn't break. Close enough though. Should wear safety glass when you do that, because when that wire comes off, it's traveling about 1,000,000 miles an hour. And it could do some damage. That's basically about it. Hook your line here. I run about an 18-inch leader, which I hook to here, which I hook to a lure. And sometimes that's real bad, I'll throw a little swivel down there and lure. If it's not really bad, you get away with that lure, because this will do your de-swiveling, or swivel, whatever. Keeps your line twisting up. Theoretically, it should work. This you can make big. I mean, I've made some really big ones for a couple ounces of weight for striped bass. I mean, I've made some big ones. Any shape you want, make them longer, like they do for salmon. Well, they used to do. I still don't know if they do it now, but in Sacramento River, you know, you got the great big old huge spreader. Put down the sinker and your flatfish. They're all about the same thing, but this is smaller than anything I could find to buy, and it does a pretty good job of keeping the moss off of your spinner, which is way back here. Or as far as that goes, where is it? As far as that goes, if you're sitting there like on the Klamath River, people like using a lot of rivers, like using glow bugs. And if you got a moss problem there, same thing. Hook your swivel to that leader, which is about 20 inches long on this one. Chances are your moss and stuff's going to get caught up on this thing, and your hook should stay fairly clean. It depends on how much moss, it really does. Split shot, any size you want. Like I said, if I wanted to go heavy, I wouldn't have put the loop on it until after I slid a egg sinker up of whatever size I want, then put the loop on it to keep the egg sinker from falling off. That'll definitely pull you deeper. This is basically it. I make these things because they're easy and I'm cheap. I don't like these brass swivels that much, but I will use them. I'm only going to be using like 4-pound tests and fishing a little half-pound steelhead, no problem. If I'm using for the larger steelhead, salmon, striped bass, anything else, it's much better. This will be a little bigger, and that'll be a much better swivel.